Ryan, Exeter in the FA Women's National League Cup determining round this weekend. Before we go into that, I thought we'd talk a little bit more about Billericay. You've had a few days to sort of analyse the match. Anything else to add on that result?
Not really. Obviously, we know it's a disappointing result. Girls didn't really play as well as we know we can do. Had lots of players missing, which doesn't help the situation, but hopefully a few faces will be returning this weekend and we can put on a better performance and get a better result.
The players all looked quite frustrated, similar to you. Have you had a chance to catch up with them as well after and just talk about the match?
Yeah, we know where we went wrong, and so do the players. So, like you say, we've got to dust ourselves off, draw a line under the result, and like you say, it's the first league game of the season. It's not going to determine our season. It's one game out of many this season. So, yeah, we'll dust ourselves off and go again this week.
As you said, going again this week to Exeter in the Cup as well. We had a very successful Cup run last year in the FA Women's National League Cup. Are you looking for something similar this time? Yeah,
obviously with a local derby, we want to get the result. Lots of noise going on social media and stuff about players going to Exeter, and that's natural down this way. Obviously, there's two big clubs in women's football, and that's us and Exeter, and that's natural. If they're not going to be at Argyle, they'll probably look to go to Exeter and vice versa. So, yeah, it's a bit more emphasis on the result, I think, with what's happened over the summer. But yeah, we want to win every game we play in, so yeah, hopefully go there on Sunday and get the result.
You're an Argyle fan yourself, and obviously you've probably been to a few Exeter derbies as well. Does that sort of carry over into the matches when you're managing the women's team? Is there an element of you being like, oh, I'd love to get the win here?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you want to win any game, but a local derby, you want to come out with pride in the southwest, and that's no different in the women's game. Obviously, I think the women's game's grown over the last few years, and people are following more, so the emphasis is getting there just as much as the men's game in terms of the importance of local bragging rights. So hopefully we can come away with that on Sunday.
Exeter won on the weekend, 5-1 to Bridgewater, who got relegated from our league last season. Are you looking at that game and analysing it and thinking that there's any sort of holes in their team that you can exploit?
Obviously, we'll do our homework. We'll do our analysis on Exeter, and they're a very good side. They proved that in the cup final last year. So we know we weren't good enough in that game. So hopefully we can rectify that, play as well as we can. And like you say, on our day, I think if we play as well as we can beat Exeter. But like you say, we've got to turn up on Sunday with the right attitudes and apply ourselves and play the right way.
And finally, obviously, you mentioned earlier a few of our players have gone to Exeter. Is it going to be interesting to see them again, but this time not in a green and white shirt?
Yeah, obviously a lot of players. Beth come through. I give her a debut in the women's football. So she's been at the club and seen her develop. She's a very good player. Obviously moved to Exeter through university, so she's going to university in Exeter. So logically it made sense. Obviously Zoe was captain and she's followed suit and gone there, and obviously Amber's a threat with her pace in behind, so we made a decision in the summer that Amber wasn't in our plans, but we wish her all the best at Exeter, but hopefully not on Sunday.
Cheers Ryan, all the best for this weekend.
Cheers Jake.